All right. Last session, we started off just outside of Meyerfall that we had just burned down. We decided to climb up further into the mountains to make camp while we held watches as the night fell. During those watches, nothing special happened. And the very next day, I believe it was Varish who transformed into a large griffin that we rode towards the
No, it
Golden
It
Keep.
was
was Zivdar.
Zivdar.
Zifdar.
Yep, the
Zifdar.
druid.
And as we arrived, we noticed a sky ship just about to dock at the docks of the Golden Keep, which definitely appeared to be a sky ship from Port Kill, which possibly indicates Phineas was just arriving in the Golden Keep after we encountered him in Meyerfall. We decided to go to a smaller tavern, and we ran some errands. We did some stuff. Ariel and Voldred went to the docks and found Howarth, and they managed to talk Howarth into letting us use his ship. And Torben and Lothar went to visit Lothar's wife, and Torben was then told to go meet with Emma, and they had a lovely one-sided conversation about monsters and cooking them. Uh, Ariel did something else that I didn't wrote down. Not
Nothing
sure.
very significant. She went shopping for clothes, and she kind of interacted with herself from the past, but she didn't know that at the time.
Right. Oh yeah, we all Voldo meets with a curator to talk. Oh yeah, and he talks her into joining our expedition. That'll be interesting. And then we arrive at the tavern where each of us meets our older self, where we had interesting conversations with our past selves. And as we were about to leave the tavern, we were hit by some sort of green magical effect, knocking everyone out, and that's where we left off.
Anyone got anything they want to particularly add? No? Okay. Could I have each of you roll a d20, please, and add your just a Constitution saving throw? So I got a 20 for Torbrun, 16 for Voldreth. How you doing, Ariel? 23. Well, Ariel,
I will be right back. I'm so sorry. It won't take long.
no problem. We will can skip that one and return. Torbrun, I want you to describe the day you were told that your homeland had been destroyed.
Uh, that would be. Let me grab the map. I don't know if the mountains are listed on the map. Torben was stationed on the mountains just south of Minas Tir, which is the island of the
Yep.
ruins of Harten, which is just southeast of New Earth. We
Hmm.
were there stationed for just normal expeditions, mountaineering, uh, keeping an eye on things. While basically in the distance, a war was raging, and by the time we realized it, it was basically too late to do anything about it or to join them. So to Torben, it very much felt like he missed out on the war, and he missed out on honor and glory with his brethren, and he sort of held that close to his heart for the rest of his life, only finding solace in finding new flavors of food after years of wandering around aimlessly. So to Torben, that was quite a blow. not being there for his brethren when that war raged through his home.
As the wind fills your hood, your moustache and beard littered with snow, your companions safely behind you, maybe 100 feet at the site. You're on watch this evening, and you are looking out in that northwesterly direction towards home. And it's then you see the clouds raging with thunder and lightning. And then, as this memory plays out before you, that's when you saw it. The whole top side of the mountain range cracks open and dissipates. I'd like you to make a history roll, please.
I'm back to
Three,
now. Sorry.
Welcome
9.
back. A 9. It's at this point you hear behind you some footsteps. Your watch is about to be relieved, but you daren't look away from this visage. A hand on your shoulder, you simply point in the direction of what you're witnessing. Amongst the silhouettes of the skyline itself, you see shapes with a 9, distinguishable but of just a skyship, potentially something very high up in the eye, not big, not in the sky, not very big. But then a hand from the mountain itself rises up out of the mountain. You just remember this one gargantuan hand, something like 200-300 feet. It must have been. It put its hand on the remainder of the mountain range. It was the same color as the mountain itself, as if it was coming to life. Voldreth, could you describe where you were when the news broke that Eartha had fallen and how you were feeling?
I was in Dunbar still.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I grabbed the tome of the Avatar that was in the village, gathered children, put them on the ships away to safety, and then went to the statue to try and absorb its essence, and blacked out. And then the only thing he remembers is waking up on a skyship with it's called Hammer something. What's this thing?
No matter.
It was like Great Hammer or something.
I'm looking too. I can't see it. um, but that day you ran. You ran to the place that you thought that only would make the most sense. The day your deity, your avatar Moradin himself, and a memory that you've suppressed for over 100 years begins to unfold. Can you two roll a history roll, please? It's just Valdreth. So, 14. On a 14, you feel the ground shaking. You've just seen to the last of the children. You've made them safe. And you're stumbling back to the sanctuary. You throw the doors open, trying to keep your ground, but this is no earthquake. This is a rumbling that you and your ancestors have never even spoke of on this magnitude. The ceiling cracks running all the way up it, newly formed. The contents of this shrine all over the place, but the only thing standing tall is the statue of your deity. And as you kneel right beneath it, what do you cry out? What do you say as you clutch the librum in your hand?
Light, save me!
As the deity statue turns and looks down upon you, the head rotating ever so slowly, before its hand reaches out towards you, and then, as if pressing on something, attempts to break the statue free. As you bear witness to this miracle before you, everything suddenly goes black. Ariel, or Seal, by this point,
Mm-hmm.
where were you when you heard that the Battle of Ruination was taking place or had taken place?
Was I
A
even
100
alive
years
for
ago.
that?
Were you even alive?
No, I don't think so.
So you weren't
He-
present, that's fine. But when in your lifetime did you hear about these old war stories? And what were you doing?
Probably history lessons with Earthall, I imagine.
Okay. How young do you think you'd have been? And how attentive would you have been in those lessons?
Uh, eh, not super attentive, and I think she would have been like 12, 13, something like that.
Okay.
She's 31 now.
Could you roll a history roll for me? A,
A dirty
a two
one.
for a 2 for a 1. You see, that day, as you looked out over the courtyard, as Councilman Derethor is just jabbering on about some old ancient fight between the gods, the good guys, the bad guys, and sky ships and demons and devils, and you were just watching the sun rising or setting. It's always hard to figure out in the Fey realm, and just the blue hue of the skyline turning that beautiful magenta into a deeper purple. As the words sort of washed over you, not permeating, not really sticking, a hand on your shoulder as the councilman sternly grabs you and says, "You even listening to me, Seal?"
Yes?
I see. So what year was the Battle of Ruination?
Um, BR0?
Yes, exactly. Fantastic. So BR0 is the year. Can you remember all the gods that were seen at the battle? It's important now. I've just been describing them. I've listed at least 3.
Um, she's just gonna blink at him and just like shake her head a little bit.
And on a 1, his voice just fades off. The lesson continues. but your heart isn't really paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
So in order of coming to consciousness, Ariel,
Mm-hmm.
you find yourself a sensation of warmth, comfort, and then immense pain all over your body. Like just the worst aches. And you've been beaten, battered, and bruised, but this is like you attempt to move an arm and it's like you're trying to lift a train. You open your eyes, see a ceiling, a candle flickering somewhere in this room, a masked figure looming over you. Seems to be wearing some kind of surgeon or nursing apron. It turns, it mutters something that you don't distinguish. You see another set of hands appear over your head as a hand is placed on your cheek, holding your head still. What languages do you speak?
Sylvan, Common. Let me see if there's anything else. Elven and Draconic.
Okay. Language you don't understand is being exchanged as frantic hands wrap parts of you. You feel things on your skin, but you can't get a true sensation as the pain is now suddenly numbed as the rest of your body goes limp. I need you to make a constitution saving throw, please. 11. That numbness brings more warmth, and that warmth rushes over you, and you fade out of consciousness. Torbran,
Mm-hmm.
a similar experience. A dwarf who is fond of the great outdoors, and the question is, do you sleep with your socks on or socks off, and feet in or out of the sleeping bag?
Socks off because sweaty socks means blisters. They
Mhm.
need air. Feet inside the sleeping bag.
The sensation of being perfectly tucked away in your own rug that you know is just the pinnacle of the outdoors. And you see this flickering behind your eyelids, this candlelight. You open your eyes and see the ceiling. And there's a figure hunched over to the left of you, but they've got their back to you. That warmth, that snugness you feel as all of your body suddenly surges with pain. You're lying down in some kind of bed and you're in immense pain. But you
Where's
might cut out there.
Let me turn off that. Where's the pain coming from?
Everywhere.
Hey, what? Help!
And a pair of
Anyone?
hands reach your forehead. Sourceless, cold to the touch. You feel this cold. But there's something wrong. There's something not right. That's your intuition. I need you to make a constitution saving throw.
13.
13. You feel a sharp prick. In your tough skin, it takes a moment and you realize somewhere in your shoulder there's something sticking into you right now. But before you even get a chance to sort of free your arms or even begin to lift them up through the pain, that warmthness, that snug sleeping bag feeling washes over you and you lose consciousness.
Uh, uh,
Well dressed. You don't open your eyes. You hear a. What language do you speak? What languages do you speak?
Do technically I can speak all of them.
If you cast the spell beforehand, yes.
True. Languages. Where are they in here? There we go. Abyssal, Common, Draconic, and Dwarvish.
You hear Abyssal. We might be able to save these three, but that one's really almost beyond repair. A softer spoken voice. I'm doing what I can. Don't pressure me. I haven't done this for a long time. We haven't seen this for a long time. Ugh, I'll put this one back. He's not ready to get up. You see a flickering candlelight as the cries of Torbrun subside as he goes quiet again. You're swaddled in some kind of bedding, you think. The warmth is comforting, but hearing such a language is also concerning. What do you do?
Can I open my eyes
You can.
and have a quick look around the room?
You're in a very small room, and you realize there's 7 or 8 beds in here. You quickly clock the unmistakable beard stretching out over the bedding of Torbrun, which is just mattress, sheets, and beard from your perspective. And you see several others with their backs turned, some you don't recognize, scarred beyond recognition. You see 2 figures, one hunched over one of the other beds, and the other one, more masculine looking figure, is just tending to Torbrun, who looks up and your eyes meet. A yellow eye looks in your direction before it blinks horizontally. Blinks again, and then you see as your eyes process in this low candlelit room, the flickering shapes shimmering. This is some kind of scale humanoid. And then you just realize you're looking at a dragonborn. After he finishes tending to Torbrun, he walks over to you. Your eyes meet. And he begins just stroking the top of your head as an immense amount of pain starts to wash over you. What do you do?
I want to Misty Step out of the bed.
Okay. I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw first.
Okay. Okay.
13. As you cast Misty Step with no known direction. No, actually, what direction do you do? Northeast, southwest. You feel you've got a
What
wall behind you and you haven't seen a door in this room.
what direction was Torbrun's bed?
West.
West.
Okay, how far? 10, 15 feet would presumably get you out of this room.
I don't know the door where there's doors. So it's only probably like
Mhm.
maximum of like 70, if that. just away from him.
Okay. As you begin to cast, is this verbal?
I believe so.
Okay. As you attempt to speak, it's very hard
Yeah,
to
just
get the
voice.
words out of your lips. But as you attempt to complete the sentence, you see a sharp finger prick into the side of your shoulder. As you complete the little incantation, I need you to roll a D100, please.
Uh-oh. Okay.
It's very bad if you roll under 25. 75. You find yourself falling, and then suddenly a loud splash. You're in water. You're now under the water surface, but you feel you're no longer bound in a bed, but you're sinking quite rapidly. What do you do?
I can't swim. Uh, I'm just going to attempt to paddle up.
Okay. As you realign yourself and you begin to kick, you feel a surface below you. And as you orientate yourself, you realize you're in maybe 3 feet of water. And as you stop paddling and sit, that's when everything suddenly goes so warm, starting from that shoulder before you lose consciousness. Who would probably wake up to the smell of food first from a deep slumber?
Probably Torben.
Probably Torben.
Yeah,
I thought so.
Torben.
What would be the best possible smelling breakfast that you would ever wish for, Torben?
Ooh. Um, honey glazed pork belly.
The unmistakable smell fills your nostrils, and it's fresh. You sit up. You're in a bed, in a room. It's a four-poster bed, somewhat larger than you would need. Clearly not designed for dwarves. And there's a window that's slightly ajar. That seems to be where the source of this smell is coming from. In this room, there is a desk, a wardrobe, a single wooden door, this open window, and this large bed. As you very quickly glance around the room, you can see what seems to be your clothes neatly folded, your backpack, and leant against the desk is Avalanche. What do you do?
Am I still in pain or is the pain gone?
As you sit upright, you feel no pain.
Ugh.
There's a small mirror on the desk as well.
Small mirror on the desk. Torben is gonna sit on the side of the bed and He's gonna glance into the mirror shortly. Anything
As you sit
out
there
of
with
the
your
ordinary? Looking at the mirror.
exposed torso, with your perception, you see a fresh, new-looking scar on your left shoulder. It's only about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches long.
Is there anyone in the room or am I alone?
You're alone. You're alone. You could mistake this to be some kind of expensive tavern room.
Hmm. Torben would dress up as if he's just going outside on an adventure or as if it's an
Okay.
ordinary work day. He would dress up, grab Avalanche, and then he would sort of cautiously make his way towards where the smell of the food is coming from. Very much aware that it could also be the case that he might be captured.
Okay. As you open your door, you open out onto a corridor. There's easily a dozen doors on each side of this corridor, and a regal red rug that lines the whole length, this 100-foot length corridor. And every 25 feet, there's enchanted magical chandeliers just sat there, slightly floating. And you can see at the end of this corridor, there's seems to be like the top of the top header of a spiral staircase. You'd sort of just recognize that kind of architecture. But there is doors all the way to the left, all the way to the right between you and it. And the smell coming from the exterior of the window, you sort of lose source of it when entering into the corridor. Do you go down the corridor or do you reevaluate and go back to the window?
We'll go down the corridor.
All right. Voldreth and Ariel, you both awaken in the same described rooms. A four-poster bed made for an adult human, a wardrobe, a dresser, a small mirror on it, and slightly ajar windows. Your belongings neatly packed away in the corner, any apparel, your stick, seems to be all here and present. You hear creaking floorboards outside your doors.
I'm gonna get up and try to get my things.
Okay. As you quickly dress, Voldreth, you hear movement to one of the doors to your left. Behind it, you hear movement.
I'm grabbing my staff.
Sorry, that was Torben. You hear movement to your left. You grab your staff, Voldreth.
Put on the armor. And I'm gonna have my spirit guardians floating around me.
Okay. Do you go out the window or do you step into the corridor?
Me?
I'm gonna slowly open the
Okay.
door.
You open the door. As you look left and right and see this long-winded corridor, with his back to you, the unmistakable outline of your companion Torben is prowling the corridor with his gun pointed at another door.
All right.
Oh, it's me. Oh.
Voice says behind you.
I will lower my gun. What? What happened? Where are we?
I thought you could tell me.
Well, looks like someone's been taking care of us. What even happened? Last thing I remember. Right, the tavern. And then blank.
You hear the two dwarves out in the corridor area.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish getting all my things, donning the armor, and I'll just like announce myself like quietly through the door. I'll be like, guys, are you okay?
The
And she'll
door to
open the
your
door a little
left
bit.
slightly jars open with Ariel's voice coming from the other side, Torben.
Hey, that makes 3.
Wait, where's the fourth?
Maybe in another room.
Do you start opening doors?
No, that's rude.
Of all the things that Torben considers rude.
Dwarves like their privacy.
Very well.
Are the doors
Uh,
unlocked?
Yours were all unlocked, yes. Do you
Okay.
try the others?
Of thaumaturgy. Just open all the doors.
Okay. All of the doors in this corridor, some 40 odd doors in total, open.
well, that wasn't quite necessary, now was it?
Well,
I said you're going gunfest.
yeah. Do you know how we got here?
Last thing I remember is the tavern. And on remembering that, he is actually gonna run back to the window from his room and just take a peek outside, see if he recognizes where this would be.
Yeah, a good idea. Oh.
Okay. As you look out, you realize you are some, at least 5 or 6 stories tall. You look below, there's a inner courtyard. You see battlements on an exterior housing, and you realize your perspective of the town below you. You recognize the Golden Keep. The problem is, it dawns on you as you realize your perspective is that you are actually 4 or 5 stories in the castle keep at the Golden Keep, the tallest point. And that smell hits you once again. Though now, unfortunately, it doesn't taste or smell anything like the honey glazed pork belly. Now it just smells like some potato gruel or broth of some sort.
This is not what I thought it was gonna be. There's more of this conjured bamboozlement. Torben is gonna try and find someone to talk to that might be
Easy
able
enough.
to explain where we find
As you head
ourselves.
back down the corridor, checking each room, you can see that every single one of these rooms is empty. But as you get towards the end of the corridor, you can see a sign above the hallway you've just come from. Infirmary. And as you step out onto a bit of a landing, there's a small desk. They rather plump, mm, yellowy, red-skinned tiefling sat behind it, who looks up, glasses on, pushes them the bridge of their nose, and you sort of catch on the horns and gives them a little shake, push back. An insightful stare towards you, simply just says, "Are you supposed to be out of bed yet?"
Uh,
To the three of you.
Clearly, I can walk, so I assume so. It's never been an issue in the past.
Let me see your charts. And with a wave of their hand, you see just a couple of notices materialize on parchments. Uh, dwarf, male, old. No, that doesn't look like yours. Dwarf, male, slightly not as old. Yes, okay. Oh, I see. I see. Ooh. And human female question mark? That's an interesting one. Let's see. Yes, sorry, my dear, what are you? Just a very direct question towards you, Ariel.
I was actually wondering about that, the fact that she's been unconscious for a significant amount of time. I don't think she would have been able to keep up her disguise. I think she just looked like her true form right now.
Okay. Well, these were written from when you came in. I would assume you are some kind of shifter. This doesn't seem to
Sure.
match your description at all.
She'll just nod.
I see. Perhaps you'd like to slip into something more comfortable then.
Yeah, I will.
Okay. What do you shift into?
The usual, the form that she had before, the plain looking
Very well.
one.
And as you do. Um, this seems to not phase this tiefling at all. You don't get any twinge, which is what you're sort of subconsciously thinking of. However, there's a little bit of a smile that perks up. Very interesting, very interesting. You were quite a collection, the four of you. Well, I didn't think we were going to be able to keep you all around, but I tell you what, the two of them earned their keep every penny last night. Moving mountains, so to speak. Some of you were really on the brink. But look at you now.
What happened to us? I remember
Well,
a
we were
green
hoping
fire,
you
but
could
not
tell
much
us.
else. Like I said, a
It
green
was
fire and not much else.
green fire. Okay. Let's see. Common causes of amnesia ailments? No. Green fire is not listed here. Okay. Either of you two remember anything? Looking at both the dwarves.
Ma'am, what year is it? Is it did we miss the celebrations?
No, they're in a few days' time.
Right. Good. Okay.
I see. So, early drinking. Yes, we can make a note of that. We did see some alcohol levels. Though nothing that should have caused you any issues. She keeps like a knowing smile towards the two of you.
Sure. I can't remember the last time I couldn't remember because I drank too much.
Yes, quite. Oh, and no, I best not say. You're. I suppose you all sort of seem to know each other. I don't suppose you knew the human male as well, who was found.
Yes,
fairly
sir.
close by to you?
I was about to
Yes.
ask. There's a fourth in our companionship.
Well, he's still in the theatre, so we'll be hopefully able to update you on that in due course. But
The theater.
we shall see.
What
Yes, the
you?
operation theatre.
What are you running a circus here?
No, this this is the hospital wing.
Right, 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 right. Why does a hospital wing need a theater?
I see. It's what we call the room in which we do all the operations.
Ah, I see, I see, I see. Apologies.
Yes. I know it doesn't quite really translate well into Dwarfish, don't worry.
We used to call it the knuckle room.
I see. Oh, so elegant, your race.
Ah, as long as it gets the job done.
Indeed. Indeed. And speaking of, I believe you have a little bit of a settlement to make good. For the services provided, obviously.
Uh,
Will you be paying on behalf of your companion who's in theatre as well?
I, I beg your pardon.
Go ahead. Do you think it's free that someone should put you back together from pretty much being completely blown apart?
How, hmm, how can it be that? How did we end up here, all the way in the keep, when we were at a tavern? Oh, oh, but at the edge of the city.
I see. It's not for me to tell you, but I'm sure the ward will be round shortly, and so will the chief inspectorate, and I'm sure many of the local establishment will be waiting to get, well, hopefully more truthful accounts from yourselves when you face them.
Are you calling me a liar? Is that?
No, not at all. I just believe you might still be suffering some perhaps of the medicinal things that are designed to suppress both pain and obviously have an effect on memory at the moment as well. Not out of the ordinary, sir, Master Dwarf.
Hmm. Very well. Well, I'll let you know that we dwarfs we don't hand over our money without proper agreement. So don't count yourself rich just yet. And Tormund sort of stumbles and grumbles away.
The stairs for the waiting rooms are that way.
Right, right.
Points
That's
in the
exactly where
direction.
I was going. As he does a 180 into the other direction.
Yes, and I will notify the ward just a moment. And she puts a fingertip to the side of a temple. He'll be seeing you shortly.
Very well. We'll be waiting.
Right. And you, my dear, a very quick question, if you wouldn't mind, as she gestures you to come close to her table.
Yes.
Could I take a family name?
I don't really have one.
I see. A first name will do. Your genuine first name.
Still,
I see.
she's choosing to be honest because she's grateful for the help these guys provided, although she doesn't really trust them.
Hmm. Yes, thank you. No problem. I believe one of his lordships might be interested in seeing you. But anyway, all the best. We'll come get you in a moment. Please take a seat downstairs.
Okay.
As you clamber down this spiral staircase, you look up and you can see there's like another possibly dozen floors above you. And as you look over the banister, maybe a dozen floors below you, it's quite nauseating. Does any of you have vertigo? And do we need to roll in case anyone wants to jump off? As
I
you
don't
make
think
your way
she
around,
she perceives things too 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 well with her nearsightedness. She doesn't associate it with very large heights.
very well. As you all head on down the floor, you can see there's a waiting room. And in that waiting room, you can see there is 50, 60 people. And just at a glance, you can see there are cuts, bruises, scars. This is, for all intents and purposes, this is a medical A&E that you've just stepped into. In general ambience, can I have the three of you make just a perception roll to pick up on the low chatter that's happening here in closed conversations? Of course, you roll a 27. With a 27, you hear a small child who's just talking to a parent, and it's just jabbering on, and just the words that you hear are like, honest, we were only messing out back, and then suddenly the whole door just blew off, and the whole roof went everywhere, and it's just a green ball of flame, and that was all I remember, mate. Honest. You hear in other conversations, well, I have no idea how the plumbing could get so bad that, to blow the entire street to pieces. Ugh. Gonna set us back on the mortgage now. And general riffraff of those who seem to have been in somewhat local proximity to the disaster that befell the town yesterday evening, when the tavern exploded in a green ball of fire.
So I assume on that basis that there is part of the people here are from the, I want to say, the more poorer districts, which I assume the tavern was from, or at least the
Yes,
least less
yes,
wealthy.
the tier 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they do come here regularly. It's not like this is some sort of wealthy elite infirmary. Hmm.
She's just gonna whisper to Torben and Voldred, maybe we should ask about the if they found doubles of us.
If they found what?
Doubles of us. Didn't
Doubles.
you? One of the performers there, she was essentially me from.
Let's specifically ask
I
about the.
found my younger self.
Yeah. We could ask about the performer. It's probably the person
Yeah.
most people would recognize and remember from yesterday. It's gonna remember some dwarf sitting in a corner.
Yeah.
I will walk up to the guy who was talking about his mortgage. I'll ask him. So you were at the explosion too, huh? You happened to
Ah,
you happened to be at the tavern at the time?
no, not at all. 5 doors down. All windows went through. Half the wall's missing at the back.
See.
Why, you know something about it?
Torben is sort of gonna roll his shoulder. Still hurts. I was nearby when it happened. Apparently, I should
Right.
be glad I made it out alive.
Right.
Do you know what happened to the people inside? Did anyone make it?
I don't know.
Let's see.
As you ask around and try and make small chit chat with people, collectively, you take a while here. and realized not one of these people were inside the tavern when it went, but they were all nearby or close proximity.
Is there anyone from the ward or like someone at like a service desk or something that I could talk to?
Yeah, you can see there's a Tortolan sat behind a little bit of a screened area with a sort of medical symbol across the top of the head in a small napkin. As the head very slowly raises and looks up to you. Yes.
Apologies for disturbing you. You must be pretty busy.
No need to apologize. This is my job.
Right, right. Do you know if and how many casualties there were yesterday at apparently there was an explosion or something at the tavern in the third tier?
Yes, it looks like there was some kind of accident that's gone on. I'm not too sure how many are involved, but quite a few are here about it now. There's a very slow nod and almost of a self-approval.
Is there anyone we could speak to who might know more about the ongoing? Is there an investigation going? Anyone we could speak to regarding the situation?
I think I heard that the establishment is either on the way or they're here somewhere, but I'm not too sure myself. Nods again approvingly.
The establishment, the establishment. Does that ring a bell to Torbran?
It's more like a colloquial way of describing the local police,
I see. Okay.
investigators. So effectively, the gold cloaks, if you were to really refer to it as the common tongue, but they go by many names in slang.
Right. Okay. Right, right. Okay. Guess I will wait to till one arrives and talk to them then. Thank you, sir.
Okay, then it was nice to talk to you today.
Yes, 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 same. And Torben just sort of fast walks away. Ah, these people really don't know how to make hurry. Is there anyone from the establishment already in the room?
Make an insight check.
I a 10.
You can all make this if you want. As Torbran asks this, I've not seen anyone from the establishment.
Ah, oh no.
24.
21 total. How about you, Ariel? Or are you
Just a
not looking?
second. I accidentally closed Roll20. It's loading right now. Just a second.
I'm specifically looking for people I would have recognized were with Varney.
Okay. On a 19, Ariel, most people in here are demonstrating some kind of evidence of like a graze, a cut, a burn. Uh, they've had some kind of temporary medical measure that's evidenced, bandage here, holding a head, etc. There's just one person who's just hunched in a corner, who's you realize looking around the room, but intentionally not looking or making eye contact with your group.
Mhm.
With a 21, Voldreth, there's two guards that you hadn't really noticed because you thought, well, they were rather either motionless to the point of being statues, but then you also realize they blended in very well with this regal reds and ornate golds of this room that are watching your every move. these two guards you have seen before. And these two guards, you realize when last you saw him, they were the personal guards of Varney himself.
I see.
So, I'm saying this quietly, but, the bad guys.
Torben glances over.
And,
Do I notice the hunched over guy?
I will say Ariel can drag your attention to him, yes.
I'll mention him. He seems a
Yep.
bit strange. The man in the corner.
Does he look like
Everyone
Barney?
else seems to have some wounds they're nursing. He's just sitting there.
He does not look like Varney. It looks like a human male, hunched over, golden blondie hair, a bit rugged in appearance.
Are they specifically keeping an eye on us or at the general population?
Well, as you sort of are drawn attention to, it's apparent the two guardsmen their eyes are locked on the three of you, and this individual is doing his best to be attempting to survey everyone but you.
See.
I'm going to talk to that guy. I'm not dealing with him. Mm-mm.
I'm going to put the staff tight into the belt loop and slide it down his trouser leg and cover it with his shirt
Okay.
and bring out the old trusty other stick. No, he's lost that one. His pickaxe as a walking stick now.
Okay. Just pull out a pickaxe in the middle of this infirmary. All right. It's A&E room with pickaxe clunk, clunk, clunk. If eyes weren't watching you now have the attention of a lot of people in this room.
Oh, you've never seen a dwarf struggle to walk while injured. Oh, you're all pathetic. Jesus, you rich folks in your golden castle.
Make a
Jesus.
persuasion roll. With advantage. Actually, persuasion or performance, whichever you prefer.
Ooh.
We'll do that one because it's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Casting a guilty conscience into most of the room. They look away and avert their gaze. As you head on over to this hunched over individual, he's seemingly turns away from you as you approach him.
Oh, you've never seen a dwarf before. Sorry, I'm here to make chit chat. You don't have to look at me. I am Volty.
I'm going to have you make a new persuasion check on this individual. A 22. Without looking up at you, a voice just says, I know who you are. I watched what you did.
And what exactly did I do?
I watched you and your 3 friends there. Well, one's not here. And he's sitting quietly. I watched you walk out of that tavern right before it all blew up.
Were you the little hooded bastard?
The what?
The
He
hooded
looks at
bastard
you.
that shot the fire?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Inside. Not one.
Natural one. He does not. There is no visible sign that he seems to have recognized or seen or recall a hooded figure.
Well, regardless, I don't know about the explosion.
think you hit me.
But I'd
Oh.
like to leave here before them two wonderful friends over there, get me. It's kind of creepy.
Yeah, wouldn't you just? And he stands up and he nods towards the guards and points to you and Torbran and Ariel.
Motherfucker.
And he starts running out the room.
You know what? I'm having you. I ain't. Right, flying boots. Let's go. Let's get him.
Okay. He starts booking it towards the spiral staircase. What do you do?
I will fly after him.
Okay. Ariel Torbran, you watch as Voldreth is now starts to fly across, jumping over a couple of people who sat on benches in this room, and starts rugby tackling one of the guy who he was just having a conversation with. And you can see across the way the two guards have jumped into action and are attempting to close the gap. What do you two do?
Torben is gonna sit sort of in the back of the room, trying to blend in with the rest of the people there, hood up, and he's just keeping a very sharp eye on the guards that Folded wasn't talking to.
Well, with the passive perception you have, you would have just watched this individual point to you, Ariel, and Voldreth, where you are in this room.
I have no idea what to do. Uh, I'm just gonna, I guess, try to follow along and see what's happening. So she won't run after them, but she'll try to go to the edge of the stairs and see them move, basically. See what happens.
All right. I want you to make a athletics or acrobatics check, please, Voldreth, for me. On a 15, and this guy just has a +1, so we shall see.
Oh.
Well,
Well, yeah, that's fine.
Mr. NPC, natural 20. Let's go for the DM. As you reach for him, he ducks and just slides along, going down the stairs on his knees. You can hear clink, 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 clink as he goes down. And you just careen into the staircase banister itself with your boots. Just as you stand up, Ariel gets to your side, and about 15 feet behind you, there's two guards running directly towards the two of you.
Is that all the guards in the room that are they all running after them?
It's at this point with your passive perception, you would see coming from the other end of the room, there's two more guards who are slowly walking in your direction.
I don't think we can make a big fuss here.
Torben is just gonna stay put, hood up,
Okay.
trying to sort of blend in or just.
All right. On the stairway chase, what do you two do? As this individual jumps down a flight of stairs before you can follow or deal with the guards, what do you choose to do?
I will
I
miss this
just
step down the stairs.
okay. I will just look like my eyesight is so brilliant, but like I'm gonna try to observe what's happening without following them. So
Mm-hmm.
if I have to move to like a different location on the stairs so that I can see them better, then I'll do that.
Okay, you basically start running down the stairs after him, keeping an eye, and you just watch as Voldreth disappears next to you and reappears. Let's just say directly in front of this individual as he goes down another flight of stairs.
Okay.
You bamf right in front of him, and he runs straight into you. It's at this point with their dash and movement, I would say, Ariel, a hand in a gauntlet touches onto your shoulder. She says, "That's it. No more funny business.
I wasn't planning on doing anything funny.
Good. You'll have no problem accompanying me then, will you?
I'll be right back. 1 minute.
Okay.
Do you feel a shackle of some kind of lock as your arms are restrained behind your back?
Okay. Can I ask why this is happening?
You'll be read your rights when the captain sees you. And he starts shunting you down the well, not shunting, but as you're obliging him, he's like someone's escorting you, but he's not being forceful.
Yeah.
He's as you're cooperating, escorting you down the stairs. Voldreth, you have a round. What do you choose to do with this individual in front of you? You can hear the frantic footfalls of steps. A set of steps is coming down the stairs rapidly.
I will. Hold. No, you know what? Screw it. Screw it. You know what? He's right in front of me. What is the spell called? You know, chilling touch.
All right.
Poking.
Go ahead and roll damage.
What? That's to hit.
You hit.
I'm back.
No problem. How much damage is that total?
14 necrotic.
14. He flops over unconscious in front of you.
No.
Are you killing guards now? What
He
happened?
ran
What
away
gave
Not
him?
from
even a
me.
guard, he's like a dude.
It's like-
He's just a bit sus. We don't know what
Well,
he
it's
is.
necrotic damage, so he's just dead.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
he's. You hope it was unconscious, and then you realize, oh no, oh no. And as the guard turns the corner, you just hear this whistle that's blown,
Hey,
and you just shout, "There's been another one!"
he tripped over the stairs. You saw me
He's flying
fly.
down the stairway. I say flying, but he's running down the stairs directly at you. Are you attempting to run off, or are you just standing there?
You know what? I'm gonna say he fell down the stairs. I'm
No,
gonna
hang on.
pretend I'm shaking his shoulder. Did he see me do this? Is the question.
You heard him coming down the stairs behind you. You don't know how much he saw, but you did just hear him shout, "We've got another one."
Oh, so he doesn't know if I did it. I'm gonna hide.
He's
I tried to
he's
heal
looking
the
at you
guy.
in this position.
Oh, is
Like as he's running down the stairs, you finish your spell. You don't know if he witnessed the spell, but he sees you right now as you finish
Oh.
that, basically.
Are you alright there? You took a nasty fall.
The guy,
God!
if you're not moving, he's going to run up to you and he's going to put a hand on your shoulder and pin you against the wall.
Hey, you do what you gotta do. I'm
With
trying
your
to
hands
help
in
this
cuffs.
poor man. Alright.
After a few moments, Torbjorn,
Mhm.
two silhouettes stand before you and just say, "Would you mind coming with us, please?"
Uh, on what occasion?
I won't ask again.
Neither will I.
All right. Okay.
Before they do anything,
And he's, yep,
I will ready a spell.
go for it.
And if they attempt to grab me, I will cast it.
Yep. So you cast it as a hand goes for your shoulder. Well, both of them attempt to put a hand on your shoulder.
Smoke grenade.
Okay. All right. 20-foot sphere that fills pretty much most of this room, or at least half of it, unless you put it in the middle, then it will fill everything. Heavily obscured, durational until a moderate amount of wind. No, you're indoors. Verbal and semantic. Okay, I need this guy to roll a reflex to see if he can stop you because he sees you preparing this incantation. He does not roll quick enough with a 5. That's fine. You watch as they reach out, and then your grenade triggers. Fog cloud erupts.
And Torben is gonna beeline it towards Baldred and
I need
Ariel.
you to make a stealth roll with advantage, please. And they're going to make perceptions with disadvantage.
19 on stealth.
Wow. Okay. So I got another natural 20, a 19, an 18, and a 4.
Damn.
So that is an 18 for one and a 4 for the other. So because of disadvantage on them. So you just see in the silhouettes just lunge towards you were sat, and you just got out of the way. As you make your way through the cloud, the fog, there is just an absolute chaos that erupts here as you just scared the crap out of an A&E department with a smoke bomb in it. As you run towards that stairwell, you hear a booming thaumaturgy. And the words that you even hear this on the stairs below is, "What's all this ruckus?" In a very deep, aggravated voice. You can't see anything. What do you do? Do you keep running down the stairwell?
Yeah.
All right. Very well. As you come to the stairway, you can see Ariel's been escorted down the stairwell with a gold cloak escorting her. Her hands are manacled behind her back. It's the first thing you see on the stairwell.
Robert is gonna take pause and sort of slowly stalk them unnoticed, and whilst keeping an eye on his back to see if the guards are following him to where he is.
You cannot see anything as you leave this fog cloud and head down the stairwell. But you probably presume that maybe they didn't see you, unless they knew that there's only one way in and one way out of this place.
Yeah, Torben.
If you're going to try and sneak, I'll have another stealth roll, please.
So the fog cloud is continuing slightly into the stairway.
It's more like you've filled the floor. The minute you get onto the stairs, you're now out the fog cloud completely, basically.
Right.
Like, you're probably obscured as you get to the banister look over, but if you pursue down the stairwell, which is what I thought you'd done, but if you want to go back, that's fine. But if you do pursue down the stairwell, you know you'd be visible.
Torben would run through the doorway, sort of crouch down and go like just on the other side of the door, sort of back against the wall. In case the guards run through, he would notice them.
Sure. So you
past.
don't even see Ariel. You just see the guard. That's fine. So you just start waiting at the end of this. All right. Ariel, you hear like an explosion above you, and the cries and the thaumaturgy as the guard stops, freezes, looks up. He looks down at you and says, "Is this your doing?"
No. I've been right here.
Okay, come on, hurry up. Let's go down quickly. As he rounds the next corner, gets to the next floor, you can see there's a motionless body with another guard standing next to it, and Voldreth is currently getting manacled in the by that guard. What
Trying
do
to
the two of you
save
do?
his life. Let me bloody heal the poor man.
He's a good healer. Let him help.
You can.
Or I can, but my hands are
Hey,
tied.
if you
Maybe.
don't trust me, trust the pretty lady. Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna need a deception roll from
Yeah,
Voldreth.
it's fair.
And it would have been at advantage, but it would have been at disadvantage. So it's disadvantage from the nature, advantage provided by Ariel, so straight roll. 10. I'm not having you kill another witness.
I didn't kill anyone, but alright.
Unlikely story. Right, come on. You're getting booked. Bruce, you got the other one? The guard behind you, Marla. Ariel says, "Yep, I've got this one. I think she's coming along peacefully. Do you think you could take her? I'll go back up and see what the others need." As he hands her, the two of you off to the one guard. What do the two of you do? Do you go down the stairway as escorted?
For now.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
While the fog cloud is still up, Torben is going to slowly close the door into the stairway.
Okay. As you do, just as you close it, two large impacts into the door.
Oh boy, that's not
The
good.
door then opens. Are you hiding behind the door again?
Which way does the door open? Into the stairway?
It would open into the stairway, but well, you would be behind the door. The door would be between you and the person who's coming through. If you are seeing it that way.
I would try to hide behind the door as they would open it back up.
All right, give me a stealth roll.
Yikes.
Natural one. As you do so, you just finish closing the door. The impact on the other side of this door. How do you fumble this stealth roll? What does Torbjorn do? What do you drop? What do you say? What noise is made? What do you think happens?
As they barge open the door, it probably hits his little toe. It's like, ah, fuck, ah, shit.
One of them goes careening down the staircase, and the other one stops and turns and looks directly at you.
Gun aimed at his face.
He puts his hands up.
Running down. You haven't seen me. Tell your children you love them.
Oh, make an intimidation roll with advantage.
A natural 20.
For an 18.
That's so cool.
You watch the guard who he slowly takes one step at a time backwards, keeping eyes on you, arms raised in surrender, and slowly walks down the staircase, one step at a time.
The second he turns around to follow his buddy, Torben is gonna run
Mm-hmm.
back into the room with Fog Cloud.
Okay, you do so. You dip back into the smoke.
And he's going to try and find his way back to his infirmary room.
So that would be back up the stairwell.
Is that this same stairwell?
Same stairwell.
Okay, then yes, Torben would go up the stairwell without even going into the Fog
Okay.
Cloud room.
All right then. Make one last stealth roll for me as you're ascending the stairs to see if you can do this quietly.
That's it.
A 10. Okay. You make your way successfully back to your infirmary room and close the door. Though you do note it's the only door on this corridor that would be closed because Voldreth opened all the other ones.
Corbin is gonna prepare a snare on the inside of the next to right behind
Very
the
well.
door. As he is gonna think about what his next moves are.
Voldreth, Ariel, as you're taken down several flights of stairs before you come across a floor that you recognize from a time long, long ago. A corridor that opened up onto a meeting room
Mhm.
in which you first met formally with Byra. Dangly balls is your last sort of timeliney interaction, and Vani.
Is that where we're being led?
Yes. As the door opens, you realize it's the same very room, almost like an interview room. It's grandiose, but it's also strong and secure, and that much is evident.
Mm.
Do you two go inside, or do you attempt to challenge the guard behind you?
It's gonna look to Voldred.
I can run. I'm not leaving you though.
Let's see what happens. She doesn't really have anything to get her out of the situation, so
As he ushers you inside and closes the door, you hear the key in the lock. Lock this room. You hear some footsteps outside. Quiet exchange of voices. And then, within 2 or 3 moments, the key in the doorway again. Entering into the room is a more regal-looking guard. One with a polished helmet and a shiny lapel and a breastplate that's seen more ceremonial duties than action. Walks in, looks to Voldreth, looks to you, takes his helmet off and gives a abrupt, short bow, and then extends a hand towards the two of you and introduces himself. I'm lead inspectorate, Dwans, and I believe you two may have some information I need to. And he's realizing you're not shaking his hand.
Wait, I'll shake your
Yes.
hand. You know what? I'll
Let,
turn around.
let me get
It's
those.
me.
Let,
Wait.
let me get those for you. As he closes the door, locks it, puts the key in his pocket, and then produces a set of keys and removes the manacles on both of you, and sits down in front of the two of you.
what
Lead
is your name again?
inspector.
Duans.
Once like Dwayne, but once.
He looks at you with a raised eyebrow and says, I see you've not quite fully recovered yet from your recent exposure.
We
We
don't
have.
really know what happened.
Well, I will cut to the chase. We have several eyewitnesses that place you and 2 other companions at the scene of the crime yesterday evening, where an awful lot of loss of life occurred. We have an eyewitness who sees that you were the last people to leave the premises, and as you closed the door behind you, the whole place erupted. Fire.
Okay,
What do you say to this?
that we don't know where the fire came from. It affected us
Okay.
just like everybody else.
Well,
I
if we
mean,
were the
we were
ones that did
basically
the crime, why would we be
yeah,
in the hospital?
exactly. We were mended just like everyone in this hospital wing.
Because our emergency wardens were on scene, pretty sharpish. Some of them were very
Well,
close nearby and tended to the first they saw that was injured, and it seems that you were in that crowd as people.
well, as we left, this little guy in a hood, he entered, closed the door, and then kaboom!
A small guy, and you watch as he's writing on some kind of parchment. Small little guy in hood entered in place went kaboom. Okay, have you got any more descriptors than that for me?
I mean, it caused a green fire.
Of the little guy I was meaning.
Well,
None of us command green flames.
well, it's nighttime, dark, and he's wearing a hood. I don't know about your dark vision, but mine's
How
not so
tall?
light.
How tall was this little chap?
About slightly taller than me.
Slightly taller than you. Okay,
I'm a
taller than
short
dwarf.
dwarf. I'm a short
Or
dwarf.
was he taller than you? As he looks to
Oh,
Aaron.
yeah. Well,
I didn't really notice him.
So no. Taller than dwarf, shorter than human. Okay. That narrows it down a little bit, perhaps. And he's just staring at the two of you with an eyebrow raise. You can make an insight if you want.
Sure. Ha.
A natural 20.
There's a lot of green on screen.
A lot of green. 4 rolls, 3 20s.
And
Fantastic.
2 natural ones.
Indeed. Very well, the 5%ers. Ariel, you are very good at reading people when you are focused. You just don't get focused very often, but you know right now, this guy does not believe a word you're saying. And in fact, you would even put money on the fact that the speed at which he's writing, he's not really writing anything down.
Ah, okay. So how can we prove ourselves to you?
Proof?
We- y-
Well,
yeah.
we have witnesses saying that you were there and did it. It's more of a.
What do you
I just
mean?
want to know how and what you did.
But how is that possible? We don't command green flames.
If you say so.
you know
Yeah,
what?
I say so. We've been
Green flames.
together for
I've got a way that we can solve this. Have you ever
Mhm.
heard of the spell? Zone of Truth. You don't have to be stood in it. You're safe.
Hmm.
Right? Hey, I promise. Right? I'll cast it on myself and the lovely fair lady. And you'll know. Alright, you can get a sorcerer in here as well to cast the bloody spell.
What a great idea. Rufus! The door unlocks, and in steps a tall, very fair-skinned elven individual. And he's wearing the same attire, similar to the captain. Rufus, this gentleman's just offered to cast a Zone of Truth. Would you mind just doing the honors so that we know it's a Zone of Truth? Without saying anything, the flick of his hands and his wrist snaps. I need you both to make wisdom saving throws, please.
I'm just going to fail it.
You choose to fail. Okay.
I
You take
I'll do
19
that
points
too.
of psychic damage.
You bastard.
Wow.
You
Why does it hurt? Normally hurt.
Immediately,
Just
the two of you realize this is not a Zone of Truth.
Okay.
Can you please roll an initiative for me?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
for
Would
fuck's
Volrath
sake.
have recognized the semantics though?
Yeah, and that's why he realizes. Wait a minute, that's not. Ow!
Who's trying to prove his innocence?
Yeah, they don't care.
Torbran,
Uh-huh.
your door flies open. Roll your damage for your trap, and please roll initiative.
I don't think it's them.
By the way, we with this healing and stuff, we all got to
You
we
had
did
a
a
long
long
rest.
rest basically. Yeah.
You had a
Yeah.
long rest. You are full health. There
Okay, I was
are
going to say.
points that haven't been affected yet, but it's not
Cool.
impacting your dice rolls yet.
Cool.
Okay, so that
There's
gives me more
a
health than
couple
I had.
things Torben would have
Okay.
checked as you entered the room. That I was waiting on you to finish
Mhm.
the conversation.
Sure.
Do the windows open?
They do not move. They are fixed on a slightly ajar state. As you realize, there's actually, as you missed these before, there's prison bars on this particular door
I
or
see.
window.
I see. Okay. All right. I guess here we go. Combat. The snare. As the creature runs into the snare, that's a DC 40.
I'm gonna say because they don't know it's there, they just instantly fail. So
Okay, so the first creature that enters it is hoisted upside down. Up to
guardsman
3 feet.
straight to the ceiling, upside down, danging. His cloak starts. Cloak covers him and then interrupts the view of the guard who was going to walk underneath him. In terms of initiative order, this is Torbran first, I believe.
I haven't
Then
rolled initiative yet.
Aldreth and Ariel.
I rolled 16.
Roll initiative, guys.
16, 7, and
4.
4. Yep, cool. Need to remove Lothar for obvious reasons. There we go. Cool. So, 16. Torbran, you're still going first. What do you do?
Is it the same two guards that were chasing me?
No.
Okay, no remorse. I
Oh
knew
god.
I knew the other guy had kids because
Their AC is 8. Their AC is 18. Apart from the guy who's upside down, I'll say he's 17.
I will shoot at the guy running who didn't get caught by the trap.
18 AC then.
22 to hit. 13 and
Magical damage, right?
yes.
Yep.
I
Okay.
will
13
add
damage.
1 extra piercing damage. And then we
14
will
piercing damage.
shoot again for a miss. And Torben is gonna back up all the way into the room. Probably not gonna matter
Okay.
much.
You jump up onto the bed. That's as far away from these people as you can get.
Fair enough. That's my turn.
Okay. In the interrogation chamber, Voldreth.
Not a very happy chappy, is Voldreth.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just gonna. Yeah, yeah, he's just gonna guiding bolt the caster.
Go for it.
Not happy. I still get the beneficial effects of the staff. Or no?
You're not currently supercharged. No.
Damn. Well, it's still 22.
22. That would hit. So he's going to use counter spell.
Oh my god.
What level does he have to burn to instantly shut you down? What level did you cast at?
I am casting it at level 2.
All right, counter spell level 3.
Rude. And spiritual weapon's going to come up now then. That's fine.
Okay.
And I'm going to slap him with it. It's going to be A ruler. Yeah, a ruler this time.
A ruler.
ruler.
Okay, so
Yeah.
spiritual weapon. As you spiritual weapon, Duans is going to use his feat of Mage Slayer, and he's going to get an attack of opportunity on you as you cast.
Wow.
So you cast. You go ahead and make your attack roll. But he hits for a
25.
20 on you. 25
Yeah,
hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Ooh, 20 is my AC.
20 hits you then.
Damn. Okay.
14 points of slashing damage as a dagger goes straight into your upper torso.
7 force damage on him. So I got
Do you need to
20
make
damage?
a con save for spiritual weapon?
Don't think so.
No, I don't believe it has concentration.
No, it's
Cool.
not concentration.
All right, 7 points of force damage. That's actually 14 points of damage against the
How much damage
wizard.
did you say I take?
I think he dealt 14.
14.
Yeah, you both dealt 14. Okay.
Triggered.
All right. You watch as the mage like slapped it across the face with the ruler, and though you felt impactful, it dealt far more damage than you expected, perhaps even directly striking his ego.
Oh.
Ariel, I believe that's your turn.
Then I cast a spiritual weapon at 4th level.
Is it also a ruler?
It's not a ruler. I'm not sure what it looks like, but it needs to look really fancy. Let me think. So maybe a golden trident, something like that, something very aquatic looking.
Okay.
And this is at 4th level. So 14.
14. Who are you hidden?
The Mage Slayer guy, the inspector,
Oh, the captain.
I
The
guess.
captain.
Wait,
No.
I mean,
Sorry.
just so I'm clear on what happened, this combat initiated because the guy who came in cast a spell on us.
Yes.
Is the captain? The captain is aware that we got attacked, right? So maybe I
Yes,
should attack.
yes.
Yeah, I'll attack that guy who cast a spell on us in that case.
You hit with a 14.
16 to hit, 14
16
damage.
16 is his AC.
Okay, cool.
And it's force damage, so he takes double. So that's 24 damage.
28.
Yep.
12 and 2.
And that's
So
a bonus action. So I guess with my action, I have to do a cantrip. So I'll do the mind sliver, I guess, against the same
okay.
guy.
You watch. He has to make 2 con saves. Succeeds and fails. Okay. Cool.
But does he take the damage? He needs to roll a DC 16 intelligence save to take the second damage.
He does. Okay. Intelligence save 23.
Yeah, so in that case, he doesn't take that damage, so he has his spells.
Okay. But he fails the second con save. Of course he is. Okay. You watch as the visage of a faint elven man vanishes.
Okay.
In its place is a sight that fills you, Voldreth, with instant memory and fear. And Ariel, you've not really seen this individual for but a split second, because the last time you saw this thing, it put you to sleep very quickly.
Okay.
As the true visage of Azorx is revealed,
Oh shit.
standing in this room with
Oh
the two of
boy.
you.
Oh wow. Okay.
Torbert upstairs, how we doing?
I don't know. Do the guards get a turn?
One is still stuck in your trap.
So the restrained
The other
guy, at
one,
the end of his turn, he can make a dex save. And the
two.
other one, another creature can use an action with an Arcana check against the spell save to attempt to free the other creature if he wants.
I don't think he's that bothered about that. He just got double barreled and one of them hit him. He is hang on, I have to quickly roll on his weapon table. Oh, I want to see this one. Okay. To your your eyes light up as you watch as this individual who you just peppered his chest plate, concussion marks all over it. It's holding strong, but he clearly felt that. That's gonna bruise in the morning. As you're sort of reloading, there's almost like a combination of jealousy, awe, and then, oh, you've got to be kidding me. He pulls out a dwarven hand cannon and shoots 2 rounds at you.
Okay.
This is effectively like a blunt-ish shotgun. Kind of like a sawn-off, if you picture it. As he gets close to you, he's within 15 feet, so that's the range. And yeah, 20 to hit and a 17 to hit.
Both hit.
Both hit. Okay. I need you to make 2 Constitution saving throws.
15 and 20.
15 fails, 20 succeeds, which is funny because you're only thrown back 10 feet once and then not again, but there's nowhere for you to go. You're just thrown into the headbutt of this bed, so you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage. But the shots themselves do. This is a lot of dice. And the second one, no, the second one missed. Okay. 28 points of damage.
Yikes. Just to be clear, the infirmary sleep did not
Fully
count
healed you.
as. Oh, it did. Okay.
It full healed you.
Okay. So that will take 75 and 28. You said.
Yep.
Going to 47. Okay. Yikes. Yikers.
All right then. And you hear more footsteps, but only one more set, putting to your count 3 guards in your presence outside
Okay.
because you have stupid passive perception. All right, your turn, Tobrin.
I will actually get close. Is he just holding the hand cannon?
He is, yes. The other guard has some kind of like what's he rolled? He rolled a saber. He's just got like a saber in wailing about as he's trying to free himself upside down. And you hear of the third set, you don't see the third set.
I will get close to the guard holding the hand cannon, 5 feet.
Yep. Okay.
And I will do a spell. Right now. I will shoot him with the buckshot of Avalanche. That's a DC 17 dex save at disadvantage because he's within 5 feet. Or 22 magical piercing.
22 magical piercing. DC 17 dex save. The one with the hand cannon, yep.
Yes.
Oh, rolled a 15.
Full damage.
All right. Full damage, 22 piercing. Yeah. So that armor was doing well. And then you just put a hole through it. You watch as he just flops motionless in front of you, like with a great big cannon hole through his chest.
Dobrin runs forward, slides on his knees, blowing him from the gut upwards. Straight into peppered onto the ceiling. And then Torbjorn is gonna shoot the guy that's hanging. With advantage for 27 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
For 17.
Roll me a d20. If you roll the 17 or higher, I'm going to let you hit him in the head and do double damage. Because you're like directly underneath him, point blank.
19.
You rolled a 19, double damage. Take his head off. He's just body hanging there.
Wow.
And then Sorbin is gonna close the door and get back into the room. Backs off again.
Okay. All right then.
That's my turn.
That is your turn. That is a turn indeed.
That is a turn.
Speaking of, as we come to the chamber, you watch as as Duans looks up and says, "Rufus, you're not." He doesn't even get to say anymore because you just watch as his neck snaps as Azorx just grabs hold of it and just yanks it in place.
Whoa.
A loving and satisfied look befalls his face as he looks at the two of you and closes the door behind him.
I'm just okay. That's a con save. Oh, I need to make for the fog cloud.
Okay,
Fog cloud
you're
remains.
still persistent with your fog cloud.
Yeah.
All right. A floor below you, though. How far can you move before you drop that?
I don't know if
You're
it has a
probably
range after
60 to 80 feet
gas.
away from it.
120 feet range.
You're fine. You're fine. As he closes the door behind, Azorx pulls out the chair and sits down, puts his hands in front on the desk, crosses the fingers, and makes a point and gives a little sigh. I was hoping to have so much more fun with that one. But I guess we'll just jump forward to the interesting part, shall we? Would you mind? And he points to the ruler and the trident. Putting them away, perhaps?
Reluctantly, I call it back.
Okay.
Uh, okay. But how do we know you just won't attack?
Please. If I wanted you dead, you'd already be dead. And he gestures to the the corpse in the seat to his left.
Yeah, she'll put away the trident.
Good. Now we can have a civil conversation. You, Stunty, do you or do you not have part of the staff that I've been told you so wield?
I may. Or may not. Actually, where the hell is it? No, it's there. All right, I've got it. Already.
Okay. And you, daughter of an ancient one, how are you doing this day? And why are you still with this troublemaker? And he swirls his finger around the table, slowly circling it, as if stirring a imaginary cup of tea or something with this finger.
What do you mean? We're in charge to protect that item. If you want it, we can't let you have it.
He watches his form shifts into a perfect replica of your current state and mirrors your exact words. What do you think I mean? I mean that why are you here right now, of all places and times to be? Hmm? And then he shifts back to himself.
We found ourselves here. It's not our destination.
I come with an offer. This offer will be rescinded as soon as I walk out this door. You give me the staff right now. We all walk out this room alive. In return, I'll see to it that that Varney figure has the most uncomfortable last few moments of his life. What say you?
Oh, a counter offer. I know how to rebuild the bloody stuff. I know where the third piece is.
Third? So you have two?
I also know where the second piece. You didn't let me finish, did you?
Make a deception check as he's glaring at you.
That is such a bold way to do this.
Okay, roll one. 1d20.
You always jump into quick conclusions. You
What's
did
he
it
got?
without
Plus...
dead fellow.
Plus 12.
Plus
Oh,
12.
18.
That's so sad. Look at that. It's one step away.
One step away. You see as he sort of flickers, and a moment, for a split moment, he buys the, oh, this is just an old dwarf. Wait, no, hang on a moment. He didn't let that slip. No, he did let that slip. He has two parts of the staff. Like, this is all dawning on this guy's face.
I technically have two parts. You and I agree. One of them is safe in the Fey realm, right? And one's with me. I had to get the third one before I could get that one. Fairy Queen bullshit, alright? Sorry, Ariel, I know she's your queen.
Yeah.
I had to prove
Sorry,
my
what was
intentions.
the
Right.
counteroffer there?
So, if I get part 3 of the stuff, I can get part 2 of the stuff. And then you can have the full stuff, because I know how to build it.
A long screeching line as he draws his fingernail through the wood of this table that you're sat at. Just makes a singular line. 2 more strikes, and you're out. Keep talking.
Right, well, I know how to rebuild the stuff. The parts are useless if you don't know the incantation to put it together.
That's what you think. He draws another line.
Alright,
Third
instead of
time's
drawing
the
your pretty lines. Either way, you're gonna get what you want, alright? Well, you could even come with us.
charm. Now we're talking.
Right,
And he lifts his finger up as if to draw the third line, but hesitates.
so you're telling me you could use this staff without fancy incantation?
I said nothing of the sort, just simply I asked for the staff and you're making a counter bid.
Well, I'm able to use it for whatever you want. If you get rid of Varney, win-win.
Do you even know what this thing does?
Well, it can unleash effectively hell. Or
Yes.
take
Good,
away
so you
hell.
do know the key to freeing my brethren, indeed.
Well, guess what we were planning to do?
He raises an eyebrow on what you're insinuating.
This is 100% truthful because we even discussed it.
Roll persuasion.
We were gonna open all the portals, let the world fuck itself and start from scratch.
We were.
Ariel, what does Ariel say to this?
wait,
So,
what the fuck?
so in my notes from Salothar, that was a plan.
Yep. Sure.
Oh my god.
Oh! The
Wow.
clutch net 20.
Natural 20 for a 26. His head cocks and looks at you and says, well, you really have surprised me today. Huh. Pity, I was hoping to warm up a little bit since I've been back on this plane, as he cracks his back and knuckles and just like a transformer, the amount of noise that this torso is
Oh my God.
making. Perhaps you may be more useful to me alive. I was only joking about the whole you walking out of it. I just wanted to see the looks on your faces before I enjoyed devouring your souls and taking them for my own. But the truth is, you might actually have had for once a good idea. No, couldn't seriously be considering working with them. No, you'd be working for me, of course. You say you know where this third staff part is. Where is it?
Well, I know its location, and we were going to go on an expedition. However, it is in. Let me crack
And
out
he's
the old
like,
map here. It's
so
in the.
I would like, before you say any more, I'd like you both to make an insight check because his posture is very much like leaning in. He wants to get the destiny. He needs this name or location. That's clearly what he's going for, and he's overtly giving that away with the excitement in his voice. Natural one. Voldris is missing this completely. I'm going to say with a 16 on Ariel, you realize
Right.
that's why you're still alive. He needs this
Yeah.
location. That's all he needs. That's all he wants.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? As Voldreth is about to tell him where it is.
She's just gonna say,
Yeah.
wait.
Hey, oh, that's
Don't.
right. We told the bloody captain. But to be
Yeah.
fair, I bet it was you that did the explosion, wasn't it? Sneaky you.
Clever dwarf.
Well, that explosion's ended my bloody memory for this.
Perhaps I can sharpen something and expedite that for you. Like the line starts being drawn in the table.
If you kill me, you ain't gonna know it, are you? I don't bloody know it. I just know I've got a ship to go there. This evening.
He stops looking at you and then looks to you, Ariel. Does he know where the third piece is?
I think so. But I would. Neither of us would just tell you. Then you won't need us anymore.
Smart one. Well, it was ever so easy to muster all of you together in one location and dispose of your alternate lines and then narrow you down into one opportunity, which was, and he sort of like gestures to the room around you. All too easy. Now, if I do remember, you had one rather annoying brute, and another one of you smelly things, pointing at Torbran. Or pointing at Voldra, sorry.
You calling me a smelly thing?
When was the last time you bathed?
Well, the nurses didn't bathe me. Oh, God. All right. Jesus Christ. I need a shower, all right? I've been exploded. Mind screwed, whatever that was. And then you stabbed me with a bloody knife.
Me? I haven't stabbed you. I've just been deciding if I take it piece by piece, and you watch as his battle axe materializes behind him.
Anyway, point is, do we have a deal? You can have the bloody stuff. When it's rebuilt, I can do my thing. You can do whatever you need to do.
I'll make you an offer that you can't refuse or break. How about that? Hmm? You watch as a piece of parchment appears on the table before you,
Oh,
and very rapidly, in a red blood ink, line by line by line, a contract is drawn before you.
is it in common?
No, it's in. I'm trying to remember what the demons speak. Sorry, not the demons. The devils speak.
Infernal.
Infernal. Yeah.
Infernal. Thank you. It's in
Yeah.
Infernal. So if you could read Infernal, you can read it.
But 1 second. Does this spell do what I think it does?
If it's tongues, no, because it's written. This would
I will cast
be
comprehend languages on myself.
comprehend languages. Will do it. That's the one. Although, as you go to cast, he's no funny business, and you just watch the
Hey,
battle axe joinks to within like an inch of your.
I just want to read the bloody parchment.
Very well. I'm surprised you can do so, but I'm listening. And so a lengthy contract that is clearly written very much to favor the individual, that if at any point you break any of the terms and conditions, your soul is forfeit forevermore to this Azorx, the tithe keeper.
And what are the T's and C's?
Too long for me to give you right now, but they are very stacked. But effectively, it's you will give me the staff upon completing the reforging of the staff. That's effectively the summation of it. He doesn't specify a place or a date or a time. He just simply says upon completion of the staff, the first thing you'll do is you will give it to me.
There's a slight problem with your contract. So, when I got piece 2, I had a little vision that when the third piece is attached, the staff's active, and the incantation has to be done then and there.
You watch as he waves his hand and that line changes to as soon as possible after any necessary attunements are completed.
Second problem now, because you're clearly an idiot. What stops me doing the opposite incantation and sealing everyone away?
Well, they're already sealed
Including,
away. I don't really have to worry about that now, do I?
hey, that includes you, you moron.
How do you think I'm here, dwarf?
Well, are you going to really test the one that knows the incantation now?
Sign or
You.
die. And he finishes the third line.
All right. What? 2 more things that you need to add on here. Then I'll sign. Deal with dangly balls.
You name him.
Yeah.
Saying that name, you don't even need to roll an insight. His demeanor, his posture, and his arrogance, like a car crash to the face, gone. And a look of A split second before he regains composure, horror and dread comes across his face. What do you mean there's gully balls, you say? Geel balls? Geel balls?
Lee Balls is working with Varney.
Hmm.
You said you'd take out Varney. You
I'll
gotta
take
take
out
out Dan.
Varney.
Oh, you gotta take out Dan too. Because if
There's not
they
much
get the
space.
staff, hey, they're after it too. They're after me, which means they'll be after you.
He writes the new line into the contract. For the duration of the contract, you will be under the protection of Azok's Tide Keeper.
Well, that means, and hang on, if you break this contract, what happens?
Yeah.
I cannot break this contract once you
So
sign
if
it.
I die, what happens to you? Exactly. Yeah, looks like someone's gonna be fucked up. Alright,
I'll take out a pocket knife, scratch my finger.
I'll sign it. You know you're done for if I die. And I'm old. Don't forget that one.
And he squiggles
If
on
you
the
die of natural causes, old dwarf, that supersedes the contract. So
Oh, you didn't put that in the contract, did you? No.
that's an unwritten rule. I need put it
Oh, I've already signed it. It's not in the contract.
He found a loophole.
in.
He loopholed the demon.
At this point, I will say, with a bit of looking and a bit of searching, the remaining guards have dissipated. Whatever it was, this contract is completed. Torbrun, you make your way down the stairs, and something catches your eye. You see the back of Sir Lothar, with sword drawn, shield at the ready, as he kicks down a door to reveal, as you see into that room, Azox, Voldreth, and Ariel. And that's where we'll end tonight's session. Have fun explaining that one to the player next week, boys and girls.
I mean, get killed or sign a contract to do what we were going to do anyway.
Well, let me know when you want to stop the recording.